Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today we're going to do our weekly reading wrap-up, and this is actually for 2 weeks, so it's for the May 9th to the 22nd today, and this past couple weeks have just been really busy for me and really stressful at work, so I had to take some time just to take a break and just regroup. So this is counting for 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, we've gotten a ton of new subscribers, and I wanted to thank everyone who's joined us and everyone who continues to support me. You guys are the best. So let's just quickly go through some of our new subscribers that I noticed. Voyage of a Time Wanderer, Mason in the Dark, Brian White, Leanne's Library, Dane Reeds, Sam Pasla Thomas, who has the cutest puppy ever, Harvey. I love you, Sam and Harvey. Dana Gildersleeve, Library of Lies, Jane Petrie, Dry Books, Brett Parsons, Anitha Gade, Bookish Drummer, and Bart's Bookhaven. You guys are the best. Thank you so much again for subscribing and following me. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Now, a new announcement we have this week that's been coming for a couple weeks now. I just haven't been around to announce it. My new blog is finally up and running and ready for the world to see. I will put the link in the description below. Go check it out if you're so inclined. It's going to be a combination of my written book reviews along with updates on my Scottish Book Lounge developments and all of that fun stuff. So go check it out if you want. The link is really simple, www.theliteraryapothecary.com, but it'll be down in the description below if you want to go check it out. Now, in the last 2 weeks, I've gotten a bunch of book mail, so I'm going to go through these really quickly, but I am so freaking excited for these. From Evie at She Was Only Evie. Evie is the best, and I love her dog, Max. Max is one of my favorite pets ever. He's fantastic. And he also has an Instagram, along with Evie's cat, George. Go check them out. I'll link them down below, along with Evie's Instagram page and her YouTube page. You guys got to go support my friends because they're amazing. So Evie sent me 2 books. First is The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon, and I have been wanting to read this book for a long time. It's one of my bibliotherapy books, and I can't wait to get to this. It's a big book. I didn't realize how big it was, but look at that cover. That is such a fun cover, and I absolutely cannot wait to read this. Evie also sent me her favorite book, or one of her favorite books, and that's Frankenstein, the 1818 edition, which I'm told is the only one that you should be reading. This is by Mary Shelley, and I'm going to be reading this in October for my Halloween reads. I can't wait because I haven't actually read Frankenstein yet. I've seen the movie several times, and Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder is just the best adaptation ever. I love it so much and I watch it all the time. So I can't wait to read this in October and see what it's all about and finally be able to read one of Evie's favorites. Now next up we have Jessie from the Bookish Mom, and Jessie sent me 2 books as well. They knew how stressful my May has been really with work and graduation and everything, so they sent me a couple. Evie and Jessie sent me a couple books to kind of cheer me up, and it means the world to me that they thought of me and that did this. So Jessie sent me Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets illustrated edition. This is book 2 in this series, and she knows what Harry Potter means to me, and I just love these illustrated editions because they're so pretty. So now I have 1 and 2, and let me just open to a page and show you how beautiful these illustrations by Jim Kay are. That's just freaking fantastic, and it's got a wrap cover, so it starts at the start, well, on the inside cover really, and then goes all the way around to the back. And we have these fantastic end pages. I am so excited to get to these books and see them in their illustrated, glorious editions. I can't wait. So thank you, Jessie, for sending me book 2 to go along with book 1, which you sent for my birthday. Jessie also sent me Fireborn by Rosario Munda, and I've heard such fantastic things about this book. I can't wait to get to it. I think I am pushing this up to my June TBR and changing my Readathon TBR around a little bit because I got this book and I'm so excited. Even Alan at Library of Alexandria loves this book, and this is a YA book that he usually does not read. So if Alan loved it and everyone else loved it, I know I'm gonna love it, and I can't wait. And that cover is just fabulous. Look at all of those dragons on that cover. It's just fire. Absolute fire. So I can't wait to read this. Thank you, Jessie at the Bookish Mom. You are my sister, my soul sister, heart sister. I love you to pieces. Thank you for thinking of me. And then the last book that was sent to me, it was actually a late birthday present from another soul sister, Vish. At Books with V, Vish sent me Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. And this, I haven't read any Sarah J. Maas yet, but I keep hearing such great things from Anya and Abby and all of my friends. So I can't wait to get into the SJM world. This is a huge book. I didn't realize how big this book was, and Vish said it's like tiny, thin pages. Yep, pretty thin. So this one is going to take me a long time to get through, but I can't wait. I've heard such great things about Crescent City and all of Sarah J. Maas's books, so I can't wait to get into this. Thank you, Vish, so much. You are absolutely the best. The last book I have to talk about in this book haul check-in is a book that I actually got for myself. I had a bunch of Amazon credits, so I got the Outlander Kitchen Cookbook. I am so excited. You guys know how much I love Outlander and Scotland and everything to do with it. And when I saw this on Amazon, I just couldn't pass it up. I had to have it, and I'm hoping to incorporate it in my Outlander reading vlog. So I have to go through and find out which one I want to use as the first one. But it is just so fun, and like I think for each of the recipes, they have a quote. This one's a really long one, but they have a quote from the books, one of the books that correlates to the recipe. And even like, here's John Gray's Yorkshire pudding. They even have quotes from the Lord John Gray books, which are like novellas. They're new, and I am just so excited. They tell you like what chapter they're from and everything. I'm so excited to get into this. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to see, like, to decide which one is the first recipe that I make. So look for my Outlander reading vlogs to see which recipes I choose from, and thank you all so much for sending me all of these books and even the books from all of my birthday book hauls. You guys are amazing, and you are truly, truly the best. Let's get into our reading check-ins. So the past 2 weeks I finished 3 books, which is actually not bad considering everything that I was doing the past 2 weeks, how busy work was and everything. So first up, I finished A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 2 in the Blood and Ash series, and I'll have a review coming of this very soon. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked the first book better, but I enjoyed this for the most part. My favorite was absolutely Kieran. He held the book together in my opinion, and I loved him, and I can't wait to read more from him. So Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I finished Jingo by Terry Pratchett, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed all of Terry Pratchett's books and the Discworld series and the City Watch books. But this one I enjoyed slightly less than the others, so I gave it a slightly lower rating, but I still really enjoyed it so much. And my favorite character in Jingo was Nobby. We got a lot of Nobby in this book, and I absolutely loved it. And I will also have a review coming for this book very soon too. The last book I finished this week was Outlander. This is the first book in the series, and I'm doing a reread of the whole series leading up to November when book 9 finally comes out. We've been waiting forever for book 9 to come out. So I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing a reread of the whole series. I started with book 1, and I actually read a lot of this on audiobook, which was nice. It helped me get through the book quicker while I was at work and doing lots of stuff in the office. I would have liked a full cast of characters, a full cast for the audiobook. Instead, we had one woman doing all the voices, and she wasn't bad considering, but I really wanted that male voice for all of our male Scottish characters, so I'll probably continue on once I get book 2 with the audiobooks the same way I read this one, but hopefully this weekend I'll start in on book 2, which is, I believe, A Dragonfly in Amber. So I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, which is actually more than on my first read. This is my first reread. The first time I read Outlander, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because Claire, our main character, or one of our main characters, just drove.
I distinctly heard the barman refer to us as Sassenachs.
I hope you didn't take offense. It only means Englishman, or at worst, Outlander.
I mean, nuts during the first read, and I couldn't give it 5 stars because of that. But knowing how much we get of Claire and like the development of her character in later books, I was able to give this 5 out of 5 stars. I love it. I love everything to do with Outlander, as you know, and I can't wait to continue on with my rereads. If you join our Discord, which I'll link below in the description, you'll see we have a whole Outlander theme going now. We've got the chats where you can chat about the books. We've got Outlander emojis with our favorite characters, and very soon we're going to be doing a kind of a buddy watch, a group watch of both the TV series and Men in Kilts, the new series, with the actors Sam and Graham. They play Jamie and Dougal, and it is such a funny show. It's such a fantastic show. They take you throughout Scotland.
A land that is cut through with lochs and mountains that weave like some kind of tartan kilt.
And it's just amazing, and it made me fall even more in love with Scotland. So come join our Discord and follow all of the Outlander Scottish fun. Now on to my current reads. So 2 out of the 3 current reads are actually birthday reads. So the first up is Artificial Condition by Martha Wells, and this is book 2 in the Murderbot Diaries series, and I am reading this for my bestie Charmaine's birthday, which is actually today on recording day, Friday, May 21st. You'll see this a day later, but please just tell Charmaine happy birthday, because she is the best, and she's one of my best friends in the entire world, and I just love her to pieces. The other birthday read that I'm currently doing is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and this is for another one of my besties and the triplets. Actually, Charmaine, Katrina, and I are triplets now, and Katrina's birthday was at the beginning of the month. She still deserves happy birthdays because it's still her birthday month, so tell Katrina happy birthday too. But this is one of Katrina's absolute favorite books, and I am really enjoying this so far. I'm only a couple chapters in, but I'm really enjoying House in the Cerulean Sea. A lot of people say they read it and it's like a hug and book format, and that it also reminds them of me. So I'm really interested to get further into this and see what all of the hype is about. The last book in my current reads is actually Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. This is a reread for me and part of a group read. We're kind of doing one Jane Austen book a month, starting with Sense and Sensibility in May. And I'm enjoying this, but this is reminding me that it's not one of my favorite Austen reads, and I actually think the movie is better than the book.
From Jane Austen's timeless classic, get ready to lose your heart and come to your senses.
Maybe that's blasphemy, but I am enjoying it, but not as much as I wish I was for a Jane Austen read. Now, the last things that we have to talk about in this weekly reading wrap-up is my next reads. When I finish Artificial Condition, I will be starting in on Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft. This is book 2 in the Books at Babel series, and I can't wait to get into this because we've got a live show coming up in June on this book with all of our people from the Senlin Ascends live show, in addition to She Was Only Evie. So I can't wait to read this and continue this series. Josiah Bancroft is a fantastic author. I can't wait to get into this and see where this story goes. And then the last book that I have to talk about today, once I finish with House in the Cerulean Sea, I'll be moving on to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I actually started this audiobook yesterday, not knowing that like the trial part, They Try Me, was only 5 minutes long. And I enjoyed what I heard in the first 5 minutes, but I can't wait to get into this book. This is our Discord buddy read on my Discord for May. And it's actually, my friend Angela's one of her absolute favorite books. She said this was her favorite read last year. So I can't wait to really get into this book and see what it's all about. But that's my weekly check-in for the last 2 weeks. I know there's a lot there. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As always, my Patreon and Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.